Yeah, hello everyone. Hello everybody. So you're welcome to another Market Wash live session with Gilbert Joekpata. And you know how to do it. If you're watching live, go to the comment section and type live. If you're watching the replay, also go to the comment section and type replay. We always review all of this. And just like we have a lot of community incentive coming up for all you. I think so far, two persons have won the last AMA award of that is 20,000 naira, and also five persons have gained access to the Smart Investors Lord trading room. So certain things that qualifies you to winning this is active participating in our community. So without further ado, welcome to Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. So typically, what you should always Monday is that on Mondays we'll be here to give you the three market events to watch out for, and also we'll do a price review and kind of respect for the investing and travel. That qualifies. All right, so I see Law. There's also Lillian. Lillian also, yes, saying good morning. And Crypto also saying good morning. Greetings all of you watching us live. Greetings all of you watching us live. So without further ado, with time we're going to dive deeper into more actions. Typically we always do price action for BTC and also so many other altcoins. But the past week, sometimes we just do BTC, one or two, three other altcoins, or one other altcoin. But today's session is not going to waste your time. Give me the next 10 to 15 minutes of your time. The next 10 to 15 minutes of your time. And we're going to make the most of our live session right here with you all. So without further ado, let's right to the business of the day. So you all know, we always do something we call the three market event to watch out for. The three market event watch out for are the three market events that should bring the most impact and also volatility, as we drive into this new investment trading week, from macroeconomics to policies, to updates to token unlock, all of this happening in the crypto scene. And that brings us to the three market event watch out for as a smart investor. So happening today is the hang on, let me confirm this. Yeah, that's happening today. Happening today is Apex token buyback. So Apex will begin its token buyback program today. Apex is beginning its token buyback program today. Apex will begin its token buyback program today. So it's also having a one-time commitment of about $12 million. So of course, you know what this will mean. This will create upward momentum, and also short term anyway. This is a short term price movement. So whenever buybacks like this are happening, it always tend to push prices, to the upside. So that's for it there for Apex. So as an investor, what are you gonna do? Are you going to buy in anticipation of the upward continuation, or you're going to stay on the sidelines, and wait if you have not taken position long before now? Feel free, let me know in the comment section as well below. Second on our list, which is happening on Wednesday, is a SUI token unlock. So SUI will unlock around 1 point of its circulating supply. So token unlock typically always increase selling pressure, so keep an eye on the market. Just like Apex, the token buyback, which means they are taking token off the supply, we're looking at is going to push prices up. So for SUI, token unlock means they are going to release more token into the market. And so typically whenever the supply is higher than the demand, it always leads to rather a downside sell-off, understand. For Apex, what it leads to is more like an upside continuation, because there are going to be more dollar into the market that is going to try to soak out the supply. So when it soak out the supply, more persons will be willing to pay a higher price to grab hold of Apex. Understand? Why for SUI, the fact that more tokens is going to flood into the market in most cases always lead to sell off. And then the last but not the least, which is the third market event we are watching out for, is the US initial jobless claim. So typically this is a high impact event. It's a high impact event, and the forecast is that there is going to be a 223 jobs as against jobless claims as against the 218. But why I really think you should watch out for numbers like this is that a deviation could impact market sentiment, either to the upside or also the downside. So these are the three market events we are watching out for as we dive into the new investment trading week. More like a recap. Top on our list happening today is Apex token buyback. Second on our list happening on Wednesday is the SUI token unlock. And last but not least happening on Thursday is the US jobless initial claim. I told you I'm going to be out from here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Let me see how much I can also promises. So let's do a little bit of technical. Let's find out where is BTC. BTC. We've done a couple of analyses where we led to where from where the new all-time high we got to. Some of you were right here with us when we called the new all-time high for BTC. You were also with us when we called the drawdown that took us into a range. We called also why we'll be range bound and also told you the risks of testing the lower support level of that range. We also told you why the rate cut, even though people see it to be bullish, why it's not bullish for us here at the Smart Investors Lodge, because we understand that that event is already priced in. And all of this is split out. We also covered during the last webinar. The last webinar we had on was that Thursday last week. Where we also assess if the bull run is still in, because many persons, and for me I was more concerned because some persons I had respect for, some analysts I have respect for, and of course I say have respect for them. We're already calling market up. They were calling market up, but we're also able to assess, if we were still in the bull run, and we showed you technically the pricing, macroeconomics, and also fundamentals why we haven't topped yet, and why Q4 going to lead us to some upside continuation even in the price of the market. Lots of things happening. The market was showing a little bit of a green this morning. Including BTC got to 110k, also broke to 100, and that is about 110,500 USD. But let's dive in deeper. What does it look like? So we'll do a little bit of an assessment together. Let's price in what's happening in BTC. So this is more like a 1 week time frame in BTC, and if you can see, some of you have been following us so far, and so this is more like an update analysis. We're going to do a little bit. We'll price in a little bit of price prediction later with some chart analysis, but this is more like an update analysis I'm about doing here. Let's find out what's happening in BTC, what's happening with the price, where are we coming quite from a long way. You're right here. Inverted head and shoulder, breakout, and then when you were range bound. And if you look at the 1 week, the 1 week time frame is just sprinting. After we hit this resistant level, we tested support, upward continuation. But do we think that this local support, if you notice, we created a local resistance right here. This is a local resistance. This is a local resistance. So is this a bounce? Did this create a bounce that is going to lead us close to the support? And 1 week, we're just entering into the new week. So the candle has a whole lot to print. So the question is, what happens? What happens? Do we have an upward continuation from here, or this turns green, or then we have a downside? But then I think it's very important we look at a little bit of a smaller time frame may be able to give us more like a view what's happening, what's really happening over there. And so this is it. BTC yesterday printed a bullish candle. It printed quite a bullish candle. At the end of the candle close was green, which means more buyers came into the market. And coming from where there was a sell-off, you notice there was a sell-off, which led us here to this support level. So after this support level, we turned green, 1 day green, which means buyers started coming into the market. So for 2 days, sellers got exhausted. So there was an exhaustion of sellers. Buyers came in on a full day. You could see here with the green. This other day, there was more like a struggle between buyers and sellers, but then buyers had more of a field day. For yesterday, it was quite a massive win for the bulls. But then today, what's going to happen? So typically, I may not expect that more buys may come into the market, from here. So typically, just like you could see here, okay, let's look at something. There was an upward continuation, right? But you could see a little bit of sellers taking over a little bit. So I think right here, we may have a little bit of some sellers coming in maybe for today. But then this is a new trend. But why I think that we are about entering a more bullish period is that typically, the fact that we have formed something that looks like a double bottom always hold momentum for a new continuation. This that we have holds. So had it been, okay, look at something. We had something that BTC. Okay, so if we look, this support has been strong. So we have one here, we have another. We are testing, and look, the more support level get tested, the more it's showing us that the support level is strong. So the next question I now have that is that, so does this now mean that the chances of us not breaking the support level to this below 99,000 is coming in? I think yes, that's what's happening, because the more support level holds, the more we ensure that that support is strong. So I think the likelihood of our second case scenario of testing this is gently becoming invalidated. It's still valid. This play is still valid. It's still valid, but the more we test here, the more this becomes invalid. And also looking at the fact that we are diving into the end of this summer. At the end of each summer, the price of BTC always tend to have an upside swing, and September is ending, leading us into October. I think that period testing the support level, is almost over, and buyers are going to have bigger control over the market. So this is right where we are, right where we are. This is not your typical scenario that we're gonna have euphoria. However, I'm happy that some of you may start having some positivity that, okay, this is not the bull market, just like this is not the top, just like we have repeatedly told you, that's not top yet. But then for those of you who will be expecting some a little bit of more technicals, do well to follow some more analysis that we'll be sharing, with you all very, very soon. And then leading up to a bit more of activities happening at the Smart Investors Board is official. It's official. We've partnered with XT token. So do well, register on XT. Register on XT. There's a whole lot that's going to come for our community, from a trading competition to some kind of a buyback campaign, like I've told you about that buyback. You're going to make deposit. When you have deposit, they're going to give you back what you've deposited, and you could place even a bit more trades into the market and take advantage of what the market is offering. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit distracted. I'm a little bit distracted, guys, but I'm gonna call this a day here. Thank you all for your time, but don't forget to register on XT, just like I've said. Don't forget to register on XT. A whole lot with all of you, and those of you who also have won prizes. Do well. Register on XT so you could receive deposit of your price. Meanwhile, thank you all for your time. Thank you all for your time. I'm gonna see you on 9 a.m. next week, Monday, for another session of Market Watch. Meanwhile, give me a feedback on this video. I saw a little bit of concerns of some persons about the network quality of our previous videos. So do well. Let me know a little bit. We're really trying to do a lot of twerking, so we'll give you a little bit of more value. So I expect your feedback. I'm gonna see you on Monday, same time. But meanwhile, let's meet on Discord. Lots of activities is gonna take place there. Take care, my friends.